Just waiting for it to launch. Hello, welcome to Trainz. Tonight I'll be having a look at a route called Polaris, which is made by Slovak Eagle, who is here with me. Say hello.
Hello.
And hello, chat. Hello, Kango Fango, welcome. Mr. W. Hey, it's Mr. W. He's here. Lonely, hello, welcome. You heard there's a train stream tonight? Well, there is a train stream tonight. Yep. Good. He says hello to the eagle. Oh, we have someone else in VC. I'll try to join in that case, if it's not an issue. Well, at this point, so this is Slovak Eagle in voice chat, who's the creator of the route that I'll be showcasing. So I would prefer to not have anyone else in voice chat at the moment, but depending on how long this takes, maybe after, we'll see. So let's get started. Here we go. Yes, the warning message about not saving and waiting to load, that's fine. So let's begin. Actually, I'll up the volume slightly, because I think that might be a little bit quiet. Maybe 30% might be good. So here we go. Is that performance okay? Or should I say turn the shadows off before we start?
It's up to the viewers, I would say.
Hello, no time. Tell you what, I'll quickly turn it off. I'll quickly turn the shadows off. 1 second. I did load in and check for performance before I started streaming, but will be 1 moment. 1 moment. No, this is not a repeat of last time. It'll only be 1 moment. Yeah, I know. Okay, just starting it back up. I like how it's a railroad sim and we start on a bus. Yes, indeed. Polaris. Actually, now that I'm here, I can read the description, which I couldn't do before. So, welcome to the fictional Polaris Railroad. The railroad, built in between 1925 and 1935, was meant to bring industry and expansion to the region. However, due to shrinking population, war and economic growth of Canada in the southern regions brought this railway to the edge line of collapse. CPR has purchased the entire network in 1957, but did not invest any money into improving the infrastructure. They purchased few new locomotives and left everything else as it was. Now, 3 years later, in the year 1970, the Canadian government and an unnamed oil drilling company are interested in exploring the region for its natural resources. As such, CPR also needs to strengthen its presence. You, Thomas, are a new hire for CP Rail who has been transitioned to the CPR headquarters in Northport. Your job will be to help the existing crew bring back several industries and repair important infrastructure. Bring life back to the region. Your new colleagues: Francis, your boss; Hector, older engineer; Boris, younger engineer; John, maintenance; Kenny, maintenance. So, the first session. You have just arrived to Felisport after 5 years on the sea. Not 5 years, 5 days on the sea. No, after 5 days on the sea. You caught an evening bus towards Northport, hoping that you will reach your new headquarters before everyone goes home from work. Along the way, you get to know the Polaris region a bit better and wonder what new and unique experiences await you in the Forgotten North. Date, 1st of September 1970. So, let's get started. Yeah. Apologies if it's a little laggy. It's my computer with streaming and things. It's
Now,
a hardware issue.
just to note one thing, this was supposed to become a payware DLC.
Yes.
I decided against it and instead release it for free on the DLS. But all of the sessions that are in the final form on the DLS have been tested in the DLC beta testing, so they should work right now as well.
Yes. Yeah, so this is all available on the DLS. If you just search for Polaris, you should be able to find it all.
Yes, indeed. There's the route,
Hello,
20
welcome.
story sessions, and 2 sandbox sessions. One of them is single player, the other is multiplayer.
We will not be getting through all this today.
Definitely not.
I can only
The
imagine.
average length of sessions, it ranges between 60 minutes and 2 hours, so...
Yeah, I can only imagine how long it must have taken to playtest all those.
I believe it was a month. It's not that much of a route, to be honest. It's pretty simple. And I would say most of the time I actually spent on the world building rather than the actual route building and the session creation.
Okay,
so
well...
figuring out and writing the story was the bigger part.
Well, let's get started. So, welcome to Polaris region, home of the northernmost railroad in Canada and probably the whole world. You are a new hire to CP Rail. They decided that you would be useful in here, and because you are low on money, you pretty much had no choice but to accept. That's always a good start. You left your old life behind and hopped onto a ship to Felisport, the capital of Polaris region. Unfortunately, you have no time to look around. Yes, as I'm reading text. The town and immediately look around the town and immediately have to catch the next bus to Northport. Does this bus also have an interior view, or?
It should.
The camera change was rejected, so.
Okay, so I fixated the camera to this then.
That's okay. This way I can probably see the countryside a little bit better. At the harbor, before you left Quebec, a guy approached you and gave you an important package. The guy said that he was from the Canadian government, patiently waiting for you to show up. He said that the package has to go directly to the boss in CP Rail in Northport. Yeah. Oh, I know why it's a bit laggy at the moment. It's because of the snow. I found that when it's raining or snowy, with Service Pack 5 for me, that's why it's a little stuttery, but shouldn't be too bad. As you talk with the locals on the bus, they say that the railroad has a lot of history. Built in 1935, the railroad was supposed to help exploit the natural resources like coal, oil, and the northernmost trees in the world. It was supposed to connect to mainland Canada through a small village called Rockerfall. Unfortunately, this never happened, and when the war began in 1939, the government shifted its focus on it. After the war, the railroad has never seen any more development. The flickering of the water is supposed to be an ice effect, which looks great if you have the parallaxed textures turned on, which I can't have because of performance reasons. If you download this and if Trainz normally runs well for you and you've got parallax textures turned on, it'll look beautiful. It's actually a very clever way of doing an ice effect.
Yeah, basically what I try to do is reflections on the ice.
Yeah, I'll turn the camera like this so that it's not too intrusive. Although
what I try to do here is I did receive complaints about this earlier as well. Well, the route was in beta testing for DLC, so I did actually play around with the height of the water here and made it slightly higher Apparently that helped last time, and as I'm looking at it, as I'm seeing it now, I guess it did not fully help. So if you do have, if you don't have parallax mapping enabled, I recommend editing the route and raising the water level just so slightly, so that you can get rid of the Z fighting here.
Should I do that now, or...?
After this session.
Okay. Although CP Rail now owns the railroad, they were never interested in bringing it back. Many of the industries have been abandoned, and the railroad now only transports the coal to keep the electricity in the region running. Yes. I like how it slows down for the corners, the bus. Nicely done.
Thank you.
As for other industries, there used to be a lumber mill, and with that, paper mill. The region also offered food production, machine production, and furniture production. As for towns in the region, the biggest one is Phillysport. It is also the capital of the region. The second biggest one is Northport, my new home. Third is Nunavik. It also apparently has the biggest yard, though it is mostly empty nowadays. The other towns are Rockefeller, Trillarma, Walrus Bay, and Mischievous Town. Interesting name. Up north, past Nunavik, is also an old airfield. Locals said that they used to have regular connections to mainland, but that stopped in the 60s. Now it is only ships, and even those are mostly freighters. Passenger trains are still running, but only few times a day, mostly just to comply with the rush hour and public demand. There are telegraph stations all across the network, and because the network is so small, that when a passenger train is needed, it can be dispatched almost immediately. Anyways, that is all I have managed to learn from the locals so far. I am feeling quite tired after such a long journey, understandable, and the bed on the ship was not exactly good, also understandable. I just want to get to HQ, leave the package to the boss, get informed what, when, why, and how, and then just head into my new apartment and have some good sleep. Nice.
So yeah.
We're about to land.
For the rest of the session, just enjoy the drive, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, with dialogue boxes like that, you have to allow for much more time than is probably needed to read them, unless you want to pause the session during. Right, so yeah, it does look gorgeous. Ooh, that's mountain bottom left of the stream. Yeah, down in the little height map thing. Oh, yes. Man, I guess I have to use military-grade ammo against polar bears if they attack. Well, I don't know, you'll have to ask Eagle. Almost like it was summer, but yeah, that is odd. Hold on, let me get myself some thicker clothes. Be back, sure. Same here, sure. Oh, you want to get yourself some thicker clothes as well? Fine. Are there bears on this map? Oh, Lonely, you've changed your color. Yes,
oh my god, he green.
Well, it was green before. Just a different green.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Can this bus load passengers?
Yes, but they're not visible.
Why not?
The attachment points in the model are not set up, so no passengers will appear, but it can load.
Alright. Yeah, I thought maybe you could have done it so that only one passenger is inside. That's supposed to be your player character, but if the attachment points aren't working, then...
That wouldn't work because you talked with the local about the railroad and the history on the bus.
Two people so then. Yeah. 2 people. Yes.
Yeah, but then trying to get them to be next to each other.
Yeah. I mean,
But
I
you
guess.
get the idea.
Yeah, I guess they could be far apart. You're just shouting.
Actually, Lonely has a good point in it being a driver.
Ah, yes, a driver.
But yeah, on
exactly.
these roads, you
A driver.
better pay attention where you're driving.
Oh, a town has appeared. I take it that this is Northport?
Yes.
Good, I'll be leaving with it in my basket. Yeah, also nice work on the lights. I know it's difficult to make them look good in trains, but I think they work here. Ah, and a nice slow stop. Oh, there's the boss. Oh. If Trainz is too loud, please let me know and I can turn it down a bit. Basket, yes. Don't steal the town. Yes. This is my new home, the Polaris Region CP Rail office in Northport. It ain't much, but it's honest work. The place seems a bit quiet, but the engines are here and running. Hopefully the boss is still here. Well, the thing says meet your new boss and speak to him, so I guess he is still here. Well, nothing to lose now. Let's head inside. Hello, shouts an employee from behind the desk. Welcome to CP Rail HQ Northport. How may I help you today? Welcome back. I am the new hire. Just got here. Haven't even had a chance to look around. Ah, at last. My name is John. I guess you want to talk with the boss, right? Yes, please. That would be wonderful. Hey, Francis. The new guy is here. Oh? Give me a second. Hi, my name is Francis. I'm the boss here. So, you are Thomas? Yes, I just got here. Ah, wonderful. So, let me take you around a little. That there is John. You already know him. He is the head of the maintenance. We have another guy in maintenance. His name is Kenny, but he is right now out there. He's right now out there, inspecting damages after the last night's storm. Over there is Boris. He is one of our 2 drivers. Boris is the one who drives the small 50-tonner you probably saw outside. He also drives the bigger units, the C630. Hector is our other driver. He is away with Kenny right now. Hector drives the 50-tonners and the GP9, but will not for much longer. Yes, hello everybody in chat. It's so nice that we've actually got an audience for this. You're replacing Hector, as he wants to go into retirement. He is in his early 70s, and I say that he did his job for the railroad over the years. Okay, thank you. Do I start tomorrow? Yeah, pressure? I mean, no, because the route's already done. There's nothing that Eagle could do at this point to fix things. Yes, tomorrow at 10 AM. I can see that you are really tired. Not already tired. I can see that you are already tired. No, I can see that you are really tired. So you better get at least some sleep. You will meet the others in person tomorrow. Yes, thank you. Also, one last thing. Someone in Quebec gave me this package. They wanted me to give it to you. I think I'll make the screen a little bit brighter for me. It's easier to see. Thank you. I will check it later. Anyways, good to have you finally here. Now, go get some rest. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Oh, you've got 1 point per star. Interesting. Okay. So, I guess I should probably fix the water level right now. So hey, this also works as a bit of a tutorial as to how to do this.
Yeah.
So yeah, you select the route, click edit route. Full score, proud of ya. What's in that package? I guess we'll find out in the next session probably. Already tired.
hold control as you are changing the height of the water.
Yes. Okay.
So yeah, maybe raise it by like a centimeter or two at max.
One moment, it'll take a moment to load the UI. It sometimes does, as you can see. Is it all one body of water? Oh! Okay, there we go.
Yes, it is.
Like that? No, that's 0.3, hold on. Wait, the water was at... What height was the water at? It was at 0.
It was at 0.002.
Oh, I see. So, actually I can just... Yeah, like that. So, 0.01. That should be better. But of course the water doesn't have any reflections anyway, because I had to turn those off for performance reasons.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I think this should be fair.
Mm-hmm.
The 1 centimeter.
There we are.
I hope you saved.
I have just now.
Okay, now I know that the sessions will still remain in the unedited version, because it probably required you to save a new version. Right?
Oh, right, yeah. So, how do I do that again? Oh, do I have to do it in the config files? Change the
Yeah, in the
QID.
config of the session you need to change the map QID.
Yeah, okay, let's do that quickly. Also, there's going to be an interesting... Wait, now it works with 2 columns! Look! Now it works! Why does it work now? Oh, I don't know. Right, so... I'll just do it for those 2. Open edit config text file. So... map KOID 622.685.103. Oh no, sorry, that's the wrong one. I need to put in my own KOID, which is this one. No, not that one. Sorry.
Yes.
It's this one here. So it's 648075, and which will be different depending on what you...
What I recommend doing is that you select the edited version in the content manager, do Ctrl+C, and then just basically copy and paste it into the config file, and then just remove the text behind the number.
I've already typed in the number, unless you mean something different.
Yeah, basically you don't have to like type it out manually, you can just copy paste it in.
I know, but it's only a short number. So, those 2, let's submit those edits. And let's see if it worked. Do I have to restart Trainz for this? I don't... Actually, I think it worked.
You shouldn't.
No, it worked. Here we go. This is number 2. Oh, I didn't look at the images. One moment. I want to quickly look at the images of the first session. No, that's the quick drive. Here we go. Yeah, see, that's how it's supposed to look with the water reflections. Okay. Part 2. Your first day on the job. You show up at the office at 10 AM, just like the boss asked you to. However, soon you will find out that things are not in a good shape. Date, 2nd September 1970. Let's have a look at the images. Yeah, and you can also see this is what the snow looks like with parallaxing turned on. Ooh, Snowplow. Interesting. Okay, so here we go. Ooh, Snowplow. Sounds like a catchphrase. Haha. I'll just wait until everything's loaded in. And then I'll continue. Snowlow. No slow no. I'd say that's probably loaded in most things. Right. Good morning, guys. Good morning, said the collective. The collective is here? Oh no! It's a Star Trek reference, because the Borg are called the collective. Anyway. Sorry, the word is anchored with that, anyway, for me. Anyway, good morning. Did you manage to get some sleep? Added boss. Yeah, but you look like you didn't. Yeah, you would be correct with that. Now, well, now that you're all here, I might as well tell you the news. The package that Thomas brought in yesterday contained a message from the Canadian government and CP Rail headquarters, said the boss, as everyone gets into a more serious mood. The Canadian government wants to exploit the oil reserves north of Mischievous Island, continued boss. We are tasked to build the railway up there. The future oil company maybe, has offered to pay for all expenses to get the line going. This is not something we can refuse. This is a direct order from the government and CP Rail. That's great news. Yeah, yelled Boris excitedly, while everyone put on a smile of happiness on their faces. Shinzon, Mr. W, is the character. So, furthermore, continued the boss again, the Canadian government wants to revive this region, and bring in some development. So on top of the oil company's money, we also get some government funds. How much? Asked Kenny. 10 million Canadian dollars, said boss. Everyone looked amazed at each other and then back at the boss. Everyone was quiet, and the only sound present was the faint electric heater in the corner. Well, a big portion of that is going for the repairs after the storm 2 nights ago, I suppose, exclaimed John. Yes, those are the other news, continued boss. The last storm has done some substantial damage to parts of our infrastructure, John, said boss as his smile faded away and a look of sadness could be seen on his face. Aw, a look of sadness? Someone get this man some chocolates. No. Well, last storm has created a new obstacle for us, said John. The ice between Fellisport and Northport has shifted and cracked, damaging the bridge and destroying the telegraph wires. The tracks at Nunavik are blocked by big snow mounds. The tunnel in Nunavik is completely blocked as well. While we may clear the snow, we don't have the exact extent of damage done to the tunnel, so not by the tunnel. Furthermore, we don't know what might be damaged beyond the tunnel, as we didn't get that far. Throws chocolate bars. Right. This is a perfect opportunity for Thomas to show us how good of a driver he is. Hector, go with him. Grab the snowplow and clear the line into Nunavik. We others will stay here and discuss what to do next, said the boss and sent us on our way. All right, Thomas, let's take the C630s for this job. You drive, I navigate. Let's reverse out, said Hector. Oh, please wait for all scenery to be... Yeah, sure. Ah, sound! We have sound. Good, good. Okay, so I take it that I can just reverse. Okay, so here we go. Well, it's cold. It's very cold here, Mr. W, in Canada. It says I can go 40 miles an hour here, but there's a 20 limit coming up, so I guess I won't accelerate all the way up to 40. I wonder how good the independents are on this thing. Not that good,
Very
actually.
bad.
Yeah.
The brakes on these locomotives by themselves are very bad.
Yeah. Okay, do I need to switch the junctions manually? Let's see. Where do I need to go? I need to go that way. Okay. So... oh, I can't switch the junctions. It is doing it automatically for me. Okay, sure. Fine, have it your way then. There is a cab view, yes. Would be so good if you could walk around the driver as well. For the ultimate immersion, yeah, if they added the walking around, first person walk around camera in driver, that would be great.
You can with Trainz Plus.
Yeah, I know. Oh yes, and all the junctions are named as well. Very nice.
Of course.
Yeah, the naming the junctions thing is a thing that I think you really need to start at the beginning of developing a map, because if you develop a map and add so many junctions and then it's like, wait, I'm supposed to name all these now, then it's much less likely that you'll actually do it.
Yeah.
One moment, let me just turn it down a little bit. In case that helps. Sorry, there's a madman on a motorcycle out there. No, actually, he like races up that hill at like, I don't know, maybe 70 miles an hour or something like that. And this is in a populated area, houses all around, so... Anyway, Mr. W, bye-bye. See you then. Oh yes, I can accelerate, good. Well over 100 miles an hour. Well, that's your estimate then. Nice motorbike, it sounded awesome. It sounded like it was being driven by a madman, in my opinion. There he is again. Bye-bye. Oh, and there he is out there. I'll just do a little dance around to the other side of the cab. There's a question for you, Eagle, in chat, if you've got it up. Oh, there's another question for you, Eagle, in 2 questions at the bottom, the very bottom.
Does the player get to choose Thomas's surname? Pretty much, no one here has a surname. Because I really only went with the first names and nicknames. And before you ask, you being named Thomas is not based on Thomas the Tank Engine.
I did not think so. That would be an odd crossover.
Yes, it would. But yeah, Thomas is just the name I borrowed from one of my best friends.
Also, No Time says, what in the holy is that engine sound?
It's an Alco. Of course it's gonna have this kind of engine sound. What did you expect?
Actually, wait, there's a chair up here. I can just sit over here and look out. Although I can't really see stuff outside window like that. Sounds like half-broken vacuum cleaner mixer crossover to me.
Fair enough. I mean, some people say it's a bad engine sound, some people say it's good. For my ears, it's a good engine sound, so I decided to keep it.
Yeah. By the way, do the dynamics work on this, Loco? Do you know?
If I remember correctly, they do, but are very weak. So it's practically like nothing.
A solar-powered Alco. Very nice with the lake there. Wait, is that for in-cab signaling up there? Those lights? It looks like it, doesn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Interesting. Let me just slide over here again. Okay, we're approaching the summit. So I'll see if the independents will do the job here. If not, then I'll have to resort to some other braking measures. I know they'll do the job with light engines. The one with the ear-piercing loud cab is...
Yeah, the independence brakes may be weak on the locals, but they will manage to keep it at speed on this route.
Good, good. Yeah, because normally with trains, well, with trains in trains, I usually brake with the independent brake because it just releases and applies faster than the train brakes. But in some cases, the independent is so weak that you have to use other brakes. The independence brakes. Revolution. Ooh, is the girder bridge up ahead? Ah, no, it's a trestle. Oh, I remember this asset for the trestle bridge. Very nice. Oh, with the waterfall particles as well down there. Ah, very nice. No time. No. I am perfectly happy switching to other kinds of braking if needed. It's just my default way of braking in trains. is using the Independence. Templar? No, Templar. I don't know what it's called, Kango. Oh, I have no idea about that. Templar. Maybe. It definitely sounds more German. Oh, I wonder how well the Twitch chat is gonna appear on stream with the white background of the snow.
Well, as it is right now, the chat window is positioned over the engine, so it's visible.
Ah, good. Good. 16 pro mile gradient with 754 and 4 passenger wagons is not suited for independent brake. Yes, I do believe that you are correct.
No time. What about the 5 times 751 with 15 fully loaded cement cars? Does that sound for an independent brake instead?
We have permission to go a mile a minute, so let's go a mile a minute in a minute. Yeah, but that's what in England in olden days there were the mile a minute services, trains, which went 60 miles an hour. So that's what they were called. I'm assuming that if I had a longer render distance here, I'd be able to see some nice islands in the distance. But this way it just looks like I'm out in the middle of the ocean somewhere.
Yep.
A hitchhiker.
No, that was just nothing.
No, it's just nothing. Don't worry about it.
Just a guy fishing.
Yeah, I'm glad that you increased the speed limit on this bit a little bit.
I mean, I wanted to see the trains go fast through here, so I had to.
Yeah. 97 kilometers an hour.
Mhm.
And is he tied to the tracks? Although that thing with I think it was it Buster Keaton where he saves the girl in front of the train as he picks her up with the old Wild West train coming at it. It was an old film. That was actually based on a thing that happened to the real life Casey Jones.
No idea. But I see the flickering textures are back, so...
Yeah, don't know what happened.
I guess changing the height of the water is limited to a certain amount of blocks.
Well, although back there, the water was fine. It's almost as if the terrain height is ever so slightly different here. But I don't see how that could be if it's all just height 0. I guess I'll go in here for a little bit.
It's basically what I'm saying is that when changing the height of the water, it's possible that even though it's all connected, there's still some kind of radius of effect.
Ah, that's what you meant.
Yeah. And I'm guessing it's basically half of this route. But yeah, it shouldn't be that big of a problem. So just driving cab view or something.
Yeah. Also, I have seen the 30 coming up.
Okay, good. What I usually did while playtesting here is that there's basically 1.5 to 2% gradient here. And when you're coming through with a train and you want to slow down from 60 to the 30, I just got off the throttle and just let the train roll as it slowed down to 30.
Mhm.
Also, as you go further north, the ground changes a bit, meaning that there is a point at which changing the height of the water makes no difference because the terrain is randomly heightened.
Ah. Spot Island. Why is it called Spot Island?
Because it's at a random spot.
Ah.
I have literally no other name for it, and I was wondering, like, how am I going to name this? So, so I was just like, it's just a random island I just placed down. I'm just gonna call it Spot.
Named after a certain feline friend. Stop at the Y switch outside of this yard, please. Can do, if the brakes will cooperate.
They will not.
They will not, okay. Ah, another nice trestle. Now, where is this snowplow that I've heard so much about?
It's definitely not here. Honestly, with some of the stuff that I've done on this route, it feels like it's the first time anyone has ever done something like this.
Yeah. I need to go and switch that junction. In the future, when you will be driving alone, there are direction signs near the junctions. Good. Now I guess we'll wait until he walks over to the switch and then comes... Yeah, there we go. Now he needs to come back. There we go. He was quite fast with that. Alright, let's continue. The station master at Mischievous Town will switch our junctions there. Nice.
So as you will be moving through the junction here, you're gonna see the signs in the middle between the two tracks, so that's basically
You mean those
the default
signs?
position. Well, the stream hasn't caught up yet, so I cannot tell you whether you're looking at the correct ones or not, but just two wooden signs with text and then a small arrow directing you to the destinations.
Mm-hmm. Yes, those were the signs. Maybe you rollerbladed on the rail. Yes! Yeah, and if I remember correctly, the way you've done it with the snowdrifts and the snowplow is similar to how I've done it on my CMR, yes?
Yes.
What did the sign say?
that was basically the reason why I was able to like give you an alternative when yours on the CMR broke and they didn't want to clear out, and I've made my on this route as well with a different system, so basically
Yeah, I ended up
well,
just doing it with variables, so that if it passes one trigger, it sets a variable. Then with the next trigger, it checks if the variable has been set, and if so, then it clears the snow.
yeah, fair enough. The way I've done it here is that I've just put down a track mark, and when the player enters the track mark, it just got rid of the layer.
Yeah, but with my route, some of the snowdrifts you can clear from either side, so it's not defined which way around you'll be coming through. And since
I mean, I could do it the same way, but basically, because the fact that this route is linear, it doesn't loop around, I am pretty much able to control the direction from which player arrives, and as such I can control the effects and scenes a bit better.
Yeah. Lonely says, and the signs that the words of the prophets are written on how does the melody go? On subway walls, tenement halls. It's been such a while since I've listened to that song, but I know what you mean.
Oh yeah. Do you like the original version more or the one by Disturbed more?
I don't know. I've only listened to one version. I'm not sure which version that was.
I like the newer Disturbed version. The guy singing it has really good talent.
The song is The Sound of Silence, which for some
reason... name is Sound of Silence, new version is by Disturbed, and the older version is by, what Lonely says, Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah. Although, so often that song is used to mean a really sad thing, like in a really sad context, even though when I'm listening to it, some parts feel a little melancholy, but I don't actually think that a lot of it is actually that sad.
Yeah.
Yes, I have seen the 30 that's coming up.
Good.
Yeah, exactly, same. Hope and willpower, yes. Especially when the music picks up part way in and it becomes more upbeat as well. And now that the peril of the flickering water has cleared, I can go out into the exterior camera again. Puts it on. I can see the couple symbol. We have found the Snowplow. It is a legendary item of great renown.
What is this, an action RPG suddenly?
I mean, there's lots of character stuff in it, so... Oh, that reminds me. Cortana, play Relapse, refill my whole album. Okay. Eminem by Refill by Eminem. I have not heard of that. Ah, these houses. The same architect must have been here who designed the houses on the Milton Valley Railroad.
It is entirely possible.
Not good. Ah, that's unfortunate. I derailed. I got distracted by the architecture. Hold on, can I quickly get there with the, if I enable the debug thing? Can I switch to DCC mode and quickly time warp there? Will that work, do you think?
I think I locked some of the stuff.
Do you want me to try to get there with the time warp and see if I can get back, or would you like me to? Actually, I suppose I have to.
You can, try the time warp.
I'll try. Sorry about that. I got distracted by the architecture.
You've ruined my snowplow.
Oh.
I worked so hard on it.
Is that a Seinfeld reference?
No.
Ah, well, it did sound a bit like it, though. Okay, well, stuff needs to load in again, but... Oh well. Actually, no, I can switch over. I can switch through the different modes.
Okay, good.
I hope that I won't mess anything up with triggers that I'm going over. Okay, and here we go. I mean, if you're watching this and you're thinking, I could drive better than he is, well then just download the route and drive better than I am.
Yeah, it's that simple.
Oh, I've got to have the throttle at 55% to get up to 20 miles an hour. Interesting. Well, the DCC control anyway. Trigger. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Oh, that's a bit too fast, but that's okay. Well, no, saving doesn't always work with train sessions, even if I had saved.
I believe these sessions are actually save friendly.
Ah. Oh, that stopped quickly in DCC mode. Some lyrics, yes. Okay, so at this point I'm gonna do it a bit carefully, a bit more carefully. Let's turn off the debug. There we go.
A maximum of 5 miles per hour.
Yeah. Okay, bye-bye, no time. Thanks for joining.
Alright,
Good
see you
night.
no time.
Should I give the people a little wake-up call?
Don't know. Do you want to?
Nah, but I will use the bell. That's why I crashed. I didn't warn myself properly. I should have used the bell. There we are. Alright, we got the snowplow. Let's get back to Spot Island and then clear the tracks to Nunavik. Oh, so then we're going the other way by those junctions, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay, so here we go. Sing whatever makes you happy and doesn't get me banned. By the way, the name Nunavik, does that mean something in one of the... It sounds native. Does it mean something?
It's a real city, but I'm not sure of any particular meaning.
Ah.
But I know it's a real town.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's in Alaska.
Thomas' personal log. It is the 2nd of September 1970. I seem to find myself in a concerningly bizarre time loop. Yesterday, which was also the 2nd of September 1970, I had a terrible accident with a snowplow unit that I had been tasked to pick up due to being distracted by the local architecture. Following this crash, I found myself waking up in my bed again, just as I was before. Frankly, I am deeply terrified. That's funny. It's also a Star Trek reference with a captain's personal log or something. You used to write a lot of that sort of stuff earlier, and I remember you were giving Mr. W a lot of chat to read back in the day. reminiscing about something that happened less than a decade ago. Yep. You're not even pretending to be denying it. Well, that's good, at least. You're being honest about it. Also, what is the track condition set to on this route?
Some lines are at 100%, some are at 60. It jumps.
Mm-hmm.
Certain lines are higher conditions, certain lines are lower, and so on.
That's good. Do you have any super elevation on this route?
Yes,
Where?
some turns are super elevated, like this one.
This one?
Yeah, it's slightly super elevated.
Huh. Oh yeah. I hadn't spotted that. Or maybe I had subconsciously and thought, oh, that looks a bit wonky. I wonder if there's super elevation on this route. Nice. I see, lonely. I'd say that's a fairly good stop there. Alright, let's go into the other cab and head up to Nunavik. Nice. Do they mean that cab up there? Probably not. Junction switch, let's go. Good. I am the lord of the dance, said he. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that tune. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I know it well. Not the lyrics, the melody. Yeah, I'm not going to sing that at the moment because I want to concentrate on this a bit more, but you're welcome to sing it. I'm guessing that's the German version that you've posted.
I believe the Snowplow has a cab as well, but I'm not sure.
Oh, it does. Can't see very much, but it does. No, let's go up here. Let's go up here. Oh, so you can actually go up here. That's very nice. Wait, why does the camera move down to go up to the cab? That's odd.
Yes.
Oh, maybe the interior cab model is positioned further up, and this is using the exterior model, perhaps.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Okay, thanks for holding back then. Oh, is that a handrail up there? Is that just a handrail, or is it an antenna? An antenna, because I know that on some of the old PRR American stuff and others as well, you've got those what look like handrails, but actually antenna to communicate with the other end of the train or line side communications.
I have no idea.
Ooh, nice little bridge. After all, you have to allow the ocean through somewhere.
Yeah.
Soviet Locust 2. Ah, right. Ooh, that's a bit bumpy there. That's nice. Ah, what does that sign say? Chilcote, Lumber Co. There is no wood like Chilcote wood. Interesting. Oh, is this one of the industries that gets built up as you progress?
Yes.
Ah. Yeah, I can already see the tracks going. Very nice. Oh, and by the way, this is the map, in case you were interested. So this is the map view. Thank you for the links. Hug, hug, hug. Sure.
Before the end of this session, you can fly around and take a look at some of the locations.
Nice, I will. Oh, is it the Rickroll song? What is it called? Is it that song then? I haven't clicked on it, so I don't know. And you know that I hadn't clicked on it because my hand is visible. Hello. Never gonna give you up. Oh, of course. I keep forgetting the actual name of that song. Nobody gets away from your games. Oh, are you published on Steam? By chance. Yeah, but I can't remember the chorus. I haven't listened to it often enough to be able to... I can picture it, but I don't necessarily hear the lyrics to it. Actually, are there whistle boards coming up to these crossings or no?
No. There are.
Am I still supposed to do the horn code thing for them or not?
And you should.
Alright. Yeah, that's what I said. Maybe it's an antenna. Well, I can't promise that I'm never gonna run around. After all, I am driving a train. I wonder how we're gonna make enough altitude to get up onto that bridge from here. My guess is like a loop going around to the right, if we are indeed going over this bridge. It looks like we probably are. That'll be really nice. Ooh, another one? Are we gonna do like a figure 8 or something similar? I think we might be doing a figure 8. No, it didn't hit an animal, it was just me crashing into it earlier. Also, you're missing a P. Well, the shockwave moved from the back over to the front, and then that's why it knocked the paint off, because the paint couldn't push on anything further to get rid of its momentum, so it just flew off into the air. Ah, and here we are, crossing over ourselves. Imagine running a train long enough to be able to cross over yourself as you're going over this bridge that's coming up here, the second one.
actually attempted to make something like that, but the speed and the radius of the turn didn't allow it.
Yeah. Train. Yes. Oh, by the way, I found one of those track assets that has a sound attached to it for girder. Ooh, the speed limit. Sorry. Yes. For the. Ooh. Oh, did you put down the waterfall assets for the particles that also gives the sound?
Maybe.
Ah, clever. Yeah, but I found one of those tracks that has the sound, like the girder sound as you're going over it, which could be quite useful. And it's per vehicle that's on it that's making the sound. If you want, I can give you the KUID later.
It would be nice to have in the background just in case.
Yeah, sure. I'll give you the KUID. You can have a look at it yourself. Some nice scenery here. Kango is really impressed with the waterfall thing.
Yeah.
If you had made this payware, I wonder how many people would have played this and would have gotten that, oh, this is how you did that effect. Probably not many.
Yeah. Majority of people don't even know that you can place a lot of stuff in the session layer.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got to choose lonely. Either you can get rid of your desperation, or you can watch the stream. One or the other. Unless you've got a mobile device, but I don't want to think about that. Ooh, another snow. Another snow bit. Snowfall. Ah, yes. So, what were some of the inspirations for this route?
What?
Were you inspired by anything to make this route?
I was, actually. And I'm surprised it was such a big inspiration, actually. I took the inspiration from a game called The Long Dark.
Oh, that. It's a pretty old game.
Yeah, but it's amazing. And someone has made the railroad from it in rolling line.
Oh, I see. That's that VR game where you can build the
Model railroad,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So basically those were my two inspirations. I was like, it's kinda cool. Might as well do something like that myself. And somehow I ended up making this.
I seem to remember you also said that you were inspired a bit by SnowRunner. Is that also correct?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Mainly with like you delivering cargo to the different destinations, companies, and them being built.
Yeah, well, I think it turned out great.
Oh yeah, definitely. Even I'm like surprised it's this good.
It's always nice when you surprise yourself in a good way.
Yes.
When you surprise
Also
yourself
the
in a bad way,
multiplayer.
not so much.
Yeah. Also the multiplayer session in for this route is only for 4 people max as well.
I'm guessing because of how much of this is single track.
Yes, and because there aren't that many trains, not that much cargo, and stuff like that. I was thinking of making the sandbox and stuff a bit more. I don't know how to say it. I don't know what's the correct word, but basically, the stuff you do in the story missions. I was thinking about sandbox, you having to do them as well, but with the option of choosing what you want to do first. With
Oh, right.
some stuff being locked behind some other obstacles, like this, for example, with the snow. So you would firstly have to clear the snow, and then you could start unlocking some stuff. But yeah, when you
Nice
will stop
traffic.
here,
Nice traffic there.
yeah, yeah, I did select the 1950s or something like that, the region for here. So yeah, found a lot of authentic cars that fit, so it was very nice. But yeah, when you stop here at Nunavik,
If I stop here at Nunavik.
yes, you can go ahead and make a look around. Yeah, you can look around the route a little, explore some bits and stuff like that.
So you mean when I stop at this point, not the next one?
Yeah, at this point here in Nunavik.
Yeah, because the next one probably ends the session, right?
Not really, but the next one still continues. But this is like the best point to look around at.
Good. I mean, you could do it that that the snow drifts reset after a time, because you can have timers or variables that increase. Good job, kid. Now, right there in front of us is the tunnel. Let's clear that one up as well, but carefully, because we don't know just how bad it is. Okay, well then let's have a quick look around the map and run a few spots on the map. Why is it so laggy in the map view specifically? I guess it's because just so many baseboards. Yes, I imagine the airfield looks better with parallaxing turned on. Quite nice. Is there any particular point you would like me to look at?
Not really. It's pretty much just exploring the route a little bit to see what is where.
Oh yes, an island, just a little island with nothing suspicious on it at all. Looks at the ground textures.
But yeah, some of the stuff is like you can pretty much guess what it's going to be. Some other stuff is that you can, I don't know.
Mm.
Well, you know, explore or keep it for yourself and get surprised.
Yeah, well, I know a little bit about what's on this route, but I don't want to spoil anything for people who want to play it themselves.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ah, that's nice. Imagine how good this would look with actual working water reflections turned on. Sorry, I need to read a bit of chat. Ooh, find a bear. Does this map feature wildlife? Maybe build one instead? A wildlife? What do you mean? Haha, thought of that too. Or I'm not sure what that was referring to, sorry.
No, I don't think I placed any animals down.
Ooh. Are these supposed to be rocks, or are they supposed to be chunks of ice floating around? I'm guessing rocks.
Rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, rocks.
It reminded me of like what's it called? When the snow has partially melted but not quite, and it then gets dirty and all brown and grey. Slush. It reminded me of slush, the texture of it.
Mm.
Ah, nice lift bridge. Ah, there's a sign there. Rockefeller Oil Port. Interesting. Oh, I'm guessing that this is for ships to go through, with that where the ice has been cleared or something like that.
Yes.
Very nice.
If the water level was at the height I basically had it at,
Then it would be deeper there.
yeah, you can you would be able to see the ground textures a
Yeah.
bit clearer through the water and basically see and tell that this is frozen over with the icebreaker canal.
Sea witch.
Yeah.
I see witch.
No, Polar Express was not an inspiration, but it was a session idea later in the development when I was thinking about having some special and unique, crazy ideas that haven't been made in Trainz before. But it kind of fell apart, and I didn't bother making any more sessions for this route. But I might, I might in the future get back to it again.
Oh, I
Yes,
see.
it does fit through the gaps lonely.
I see you're using the ATLS system for the crossing.
Yes.
Ah.
I wanted to make the TRC crossing, but there weren't any older assets, so I basically made do with ATLS. It was a bit hard, mainly here in Northport, due to some of the crossings and their placement, but I managed. Yeah, I've placed wigwags everywhere.
Yeah. It sounds quite funny when you say it. Oh, you
Also,
you even found a snowy bridge for this bit.
yes, it's actually a seasonal bridge.
Very nice.
But yeah, as many assets as I could, I found them seasonal.
Actually, do the roads also... Oh yeah, the
Small
road...
traffic?
No, I meant, do the roads all connect to places?
Yeah, they do.
Good, good.
And most of them also spawn traffic.
Right. So, are there any more particular sites that you would like me to visit, or can I or should I continue with the session now?
Not now. You can continue. I would say you can visit particular sites later as we progress through the sessions when more and more stuff gets done.
Hmm. Okay, then I'll just continue with the session now.
Yeah.
Oh, teleporter malfunction regarding to the shipwreck getting into place. Spot Island, please. Spot Island? Okay, let's have a quick look at Spot Island. Where is Spot Island? That's Walrus Bay. Oh, there's Spot Island. Spot Island Yard. Here you go, Spot Island. Is there also a lighthouse on this map or not?
Yes, there is. You've passed it before.
Oh, I didn't spot it.
It was at the shipwreck.
Oh. What was there first? The shipwreck or the lighthouse?
The ship.
I see. That makes sense. It does look lovely. Ah, a Mayflower truck just spawned there. If you're watching the stream back, Eagle, you should be able to see it on the right.
Yep. Saw it there.
Okay, well it says that I can go up to 40 miles an hour through the tunnel, but I'm gonna go a little bit slower because 40 miles an hour just seems a bit too fast for this bit.
Yeah. Also, when it comes to road traffic, I did try and place and hide some traffic spawners.
Mm-hmm.
The snow road that these spawners connect to also spawns traffic at a very low rate, which is the reason why you saw the Mayflower truck spawn.
Mm-hmm.
One of the few times the snow road itself actually spawns traffic.
Alright. The tunnel entrance said it was built in 1908. Was it lying?
I didn't bother checking that. I was just happy I found the tunnel.
Yeah, but I think that the tunnel entrance might have been lying.
Maybe it's just a tunnel number.
Maybe. Well done. Now let's leave the snowplow in the yard and head back to Northport. Alright. False Unconscious and all wakes up. Ah, it looks so good coming out of the tunnel there. It does. Where? Where TF am I? Taps shoulder. Huh. You're here. Undoubtedly. Could be worse. Yeah. By the way, Eagle, have you heard the Canadian Pacific song?
No, I have not.
Kanga, could you link to that, please? I have to stop the train.
I did hear the Union Pacific one though.
Ah. I prefer the Canadian Pacific song. There we go.
Well, let's hear it.
We are done here. Now back to Northport. I believe that is a question for Eagle after he's finished listening to the song.
Well, I leave the Snowplow on the wrong side of the network, then I take it back. Doesn't really matter because there are engines at both ends of the route. It's just that this time we have had to take the Snowplow from Northport and the engines from Northport from that end of the route because from Nunavik it was blocked. Now if the tracks get blocked again and the Snowplow is here at Nunavik, they can just couple to it here and then head down, so it doesn't really matter.
Did you like the song?
Yes, I did. It's very nice.
Nice. Lonely says, alright. Apparently he's letting you get away with it this time, Eagle. It does sound like a country classic. Maybe we can try the dynamics on this bit. You even paused your power metal to have a listen. Ah. High praise. I did not pause my power metal here, but then again I didn't listen to it at the moment. Nice way of putting that. Great table. Oh no, now you've started a thing again. Why did you have to mention table? Can't go. Imagine if now that we've dropped off the snow plow, all of this bit has just collapsed in and the entire thing is blocked. And then we need to go back and get the snow plow again, somehow turn it around, and then go back. Actually, is there a way for the snow plow to turn around, to be turned around at that end?
I believe there is.
Hmm. Yeah, it's probably the song again. Oh, it's not. Maybe it was supposed to be. Maybe he accidentally did not rickroll you. It's nice that the grade coming down the hill is changing, that it's not just one constant angle.
Yeah, I was tired of just constant angles. So I had to do it like this.
Yeah. So were the native Britons once upon a time. Kango has a question in chat.
Yeah, more street I believe I've only used conifers and pines.
Actually, one moment. I want to get a thumbnail, and I think this area is quite pretty. So let's quickly get a nice shot. Maybe something like that could work.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, that'll work. Now resume the journey. I don't know if this loco has a front of the footplate view, but I suppose I could move the camera to the front. How about on the hood, like this? Is that okay, Kango? Really feels quite a bit faster like this. Oh, it actually has a footplate at the bottom. It's not just... The model actually does have this here. Interesting. Yeah, it does feel quite fast, doesn't it, when you're down here?
The closer you are to the ground, the faster it feels.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said down here. Ah, yeah, this is one of the curves that has a super elevation. Ah, yes, I can see it clearly now. Yes.
Yep.
That's why in the movie Duel, 1971, they had a lot of really low angle shots to make it seem like they're racing along when they really weren't all that quick. But I digress. Oh, I see. I hope it's not too serious. Actually, if someone who digs is if a man who digs is called a digger, then is a woman who digs called a digress? And if so, would that be spelled the same way as the word digress? Kango. Alright, yeah, it would be double G. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that would avoid confusion. One or both, yes. And I've just seen the 45 coming up. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I'm starting to get a bit tired, so I think I'm gonna be dropping off now.
Okay, we've almost completed the session anyway. I think we're just heading back to Northport, and then that's it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, in that case, thank you very much for coming on voice chat, and it was lovely having you.
Oh yeah, it's very nice, and hey, finally this road is getting some showcase as well.
Yeah.
I might get back to making some sessions for this in the future. I'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe something special like delivering gifts on Christmas or Maybe helping the military with some training and stuff like that.
With some training.
Yeah. Right now, I'm pretty much looking to like some unique, interesting sessions that might be that probably no one has attempted to create before. And as it is now, for Central Europe Mini, I'm making 2 of such sessions. First one is forest fire session, where you have to take a passenger train through the fire and load trapped passengers and then take them somewhere safe. The second session for Central Europe Mini that I'm gonna be trying to experiment about is a bit of a wild card and really unique that I can say no one has made before, 110%, and it's a terrorist ambush of a military supply train.
Ah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're the first one to make that.
Yes. So yeah, you get this kind of like special, unique ideas where I get to experiment around a little bit is what I am interested in making right now.
Well, that does definitely sound very interesting. I hope it all works out well without too much trial and error.
Yeah, I hope it will. The thing with these unique sessions is that, well, while they are very interesting and nice and fun to play, they're not really realistic. So I'm trying to keep them kind of short. So for example, the forest fire session only takes like 20 minutes to complete. So yeah.
Yeah, Lonely is showering you with compliments.
That's how it can go. Alright then. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for the showcase.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was very nice being here with you. And I guess I'll see you tomorrow in Eurotruck.
Yes, indeed. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yep. Have a good night, guys. Bye bye.
Good night. Bye bye. Yes, indeed. Chugga, chugga, chugga. Chugga, rather. Land ahoy! Land? Are you sure? It looks like snow to me. And snow, as we all know, is water. Just managed to slow down to 40 in time. Just in time. Just in time indeed. Ah, yes. If only he were still here to see that. Not that he's died or anything, no, he's just left the stream to go to bed, probably. Justine would also be a good protagonist name. Just in time. Or just in time. True. But would it be as good as Technicles? They could. Oh, maybe they could be nemesis. Nemesis? Nemesises? Nemesis. Yeah, time is a spice. Hello, Pops272. There is a way to copy and paste spline. Oh, splines not track. No, sorry. They both count as splines. So if you copy and paste one of them, you copy and paste the other one, unfortunately. Unless you have them on separate layers. So if you make a layer and then copy and paste something from a layer with the other layer turned off, I think that it doesn't copy the disabled assets, but I could be wrong. You would have to double check that. By the way, this route that I'm currently playing is on the download station. It is called Polaris. It is made by Slovak Eagle, who was in voice chat earlier. And the archive of this live stream will of course be uploaded to YouTube as well, in case you're interested in hearing his insights. In Northport, we will park the locos at the track with the coal gondolas. I know Francis will want you to bring coal for the power plant. Good. By the way, the water flickering effect that you can see, that's just because I have parallax textures turned off because of performance reasons. So, yeah, if you are able to run this with parallax textures turned on, then you will have no issues with flickering water or anything like that. Yes. We are close enough for the sun to work. I'm assuming that was misspelled and you meant sun. For archive reference, he said, close enough for the pun to work. Yes. I wonder how many people have consumed time while standing on a dam. Is it generally customary to eat food when standing on a dam? Or is it generally frowned upon? Well, I suppose it depends on what you're doing with your food's wrappers / containers after you've used them. If you take them with you, then I think people are okay with it, but if you throw them down the dam, then you could block it up and then you would have the dam collapse when the water flows at the top and then burrows away the ground beneath it. if the wind does not blow it out of your hands. Ah, we must be getting close to the end of the session because the water has stopped flickering. What about the waste if it's the dam of a landfill? Wait, do landfills have dams? Do they? Also, why did you write dam with MN like that? Do you mean that version of the word dam? Trainz, ah yeah, I mean, littering is generally always frowned upon. I just meant the eating part itself. Well, as long as you don't eat part of the dam itself, then everything should be fine. Dam, did you mean dam? Landfills maybe have retaining walls? Yeah, retaining walls, maybe, but... Honest typo. Yeah, I assumed it was. Ah, gotcha. I mean, if you're more used to typing dam than dam, I can see it happening quite easily. But yeah. Oh, that's the wrong button. I thought I was pressing A, but I was pressing tilde. Whenever I'm writing a bunch of messages quite quickly, my fingers overpower my brain sometimes. Errors happen, yeah. Same with me. I think ahead, but can't type quickly enough, and so my fingers sometimes mess up the order of letters, or misspell words, or do other things like that. Yes, it is very lovely. Interesting. What's in the left corner of the screen? Oh, it's that guy down there, you mean? You mean him? Yeah, he is quite nice. Hello, Mr. Snipes. Welcome. I'm driving on a route that's on the DLS made by Slovak Eagle. It's called Polaris. We're heading to Northport. Just finishing up the session. This is on the DLS, by the way. If you... oh, nice. His winter one, yes. It's... yeah, he's done a couple, but yes, this is his northern polar one. This is what the map looks like, by the way. Yeah. It really is quite nice. He's done a lot of innovative stuff with it, and there are a lot of sessions. Originally, he did make this as payware. Well, with the intention of making it payware, but then he changed his mind, and so he's uploaded it to the DLS. But yeah, that's it. So if you search for Polaris, you should be able to find it if you want to. Slovak Eagle was actually in voice chat with me earlier, giving insights on the route. One way of putting it. North American locomotives look like crates. I guess it depends on if you're talking about steam or diesel. Maybe a fancy term for boxy looking locomotive. Probably, yeah. He's also got lots of dialogue thing with different characters as well. And this is only the second session. I think those look like crates. You love the BR Class 150. Yeah, or some of the box cabs. That the North American Electrics. Like some of the old Milwaukee Road box cabs. EF2, aren't those New Haven locomotives? Can't remember which. Which. Yes. Yeah, we're getting pretty close to the end. When you shook the camera like that, I thought you derailed. Oh, yeah, it's just going through the different camera angles like that to the different views. So you've got one here, then you've got one there, and then you've got one back here. So if I go through like that, it does look like it a little bit. Ah, EF1. Let's have a look. Oh, yes. Those do look really pretty. It would be so nice if there were some updated ones, and some updated Little Joes as well on the DLS, but... Could have been, perhaps. Yeah, I remember way back in like 2007 or 8 when I first found out about the Milwaukee Road through Trainz, and then I looked up some images, Google Images, and I found all those nice pictures with mountains and those lovely orange electrics going through them. That was really nice. That was the inspiration for quite a few routes that I made. Of course, the routes back then didn't turn out quite as realistic as they do nowadays, but I had a lot of fun with it. Also, I quite often didn't finish routes as well. Just imagine a PRR Milwaukee Little Joe. That would be interesting. In the fictional Russian livery too. Oh, PBR, not PRR. PBR Milwaukee Little Joe. Well, I mean, it could be an alternate universe where the Russians did actually, where the transaction did actually go through. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, they're called Little Joe. They're nicknamed Little Joes because Joe Stalin actually ordered quite a few of them, and then when hostilities between America and Russia really got going, they cancelled those orders, and some of them were already built, and they were then sold to other railways, some in South America as well, if I recall correctly. I think I looked that up at some point. Okay, coming into Northport soon. About a quarter of a mile away, apparently. Yes, they did apparently get that right, but they also had the express going on a single track main line, which was the only line that was electrified out of those 3 tracks, if I recall correctly. Yeah. I'm unfamiliar with that song, but I do read German, so I know what it says. And all I can say is, yeah. Would appreciate to keep it, a bit more PG, thank you. Alright. Oh no! That's... Your dog unplugged the steering wheel. Almost got 5 stars, not quite. Yeah, but it's... With me, it just pushes out the mouse cursor sometimes, so... Yeah. Right. So there we are. That is that. So... Oh, it caused the game to crash. Anyway... I guess that is that. So thank you all very much for watching. It was lovely having a look at some of the sessions. We might do some more sessions. Probably not on Wednesday, but maybe this coming Saturday. I don't know. Might do a few more sessions. Who knows? Fix the water if I can. If I can. So... With that, I guess that is that. So, good night. The stream will be archived and uploaded sometime soon. So, yeah. Thanks for being in chat. Good night. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow for Kango's stream. Bye-bye.